Hello to Solomon. We're going to be talking about why lizards are an awful unit. And extremely, not extremely, but they're for gameplay. They're bad for gameplay. And I did a bunch of lizard games, so let's just go down the list. I have 9 of them. Now, the main issue of lizards is that they're a very simplistic unit that's relying on RNG to win, much more than any other unit. Because they just give free wins to the player because you just happen to go into enemy base when the enemy commander isn't there, or is it a second too late reacting. And the outcome of lizards versus the other player is determined by the enemy player much more than the lizard player. Like again, lizard player very simplistic. They're just running around the map and trying to get into the enemy base. It's an extreme generalization, but that's pretty much the core of the gameplay. Now the enemy player, like if they react right, like the lizard player just folds because lizards aren't really that good. Well, it's hard to say, but they tend to just fold against skrills and whatnot, or they'll just end up folding against the enemy player if the enemy player reacts correctly, I should say. Now this game, I've been doing lots of 7 farm openings. He's also doing the same thing, which is pretty funny. Like, I don't know the specific openings. I mean, there's like 6 farm, 2 warren, 5 farm, 2 warren, 4 farm warren, which is very cheesy. It doesn't matter a whole lot unless both players are trying to rush each other. I mean, just scout the enemy base. You can know what you're doing. Here in this game, I get the jump on him. Like, again, this is luck. If he was actually there, this would have failed. So yeah, I actually get 2 picks here. He immediately counterattacks. Well, it doesn't immediately counterattack, but he rallies. No, yeah, I only got 2 farms here. So he kills 1 warren, but I have 2 warrens over here, so I just regroup real quick. Or, oh wait, no, this happens. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't push here. He had 4 lizards against 2 lizards. He could have killed a pig. Yeah, the game's over. It's 5 farms, 7 farms. Yeah, again, like, lizards are just based on luck and getting into the enemy base at the right time. Then after that, if you get an advantage with your first attack, then you just keep on attacking forever. Like, it's not complicated gameplay. Anyone can do it. Like, of course, game sense is still important if the match does continue to go on, so you know how to macro correctly. But lizards themselves are not complex to use. The only really skill involved part of lizards, I mean, there's lots of nuances like the timings, lizard versus lizard fights. The game is over here because I have much more warrens. I mean, the game's been over because I have more economy, but in my opinion, the only real skill with lizards is knowing how much you can get away with when you're attacking an enemy base, which is knowing how much a lizard you can lose and not be vulnerable to counterattack. Like, you can't throw away your whole army and then just die to the counterattack. But what can you get away with? Like, yeah, that's the only skill judgment call you can make. For the most part. It's just one. Speed this up. But yeah, I've been running the... Yeah, okay, here's the quick lizard guide. Make lizards. Don't bother with tier 2s, just make more lizards. And make badger, then you win. GG. Or maybe you won't win, but you'll win. It'll get decently high into the player ranking, I'll say that much. I think this is referred to as a piles style deck. Just some old lizard player. I think he used to run decks like this. A lot of players run lizard badger. You can do 1 base or 2 base or like 1.5 base before you go badger. That's just a game call. Game sense call. So here I am. Yeah, Duchi's like good. Oh, I thought he was gonna sell a farm. I guess he didn't. He went fast expanding. Run across one lizard, try to do farm snipe. Now this map's a little bit annoying because of the cabin interfering with reinforcements. Yeah, I was hoping I could get across, but no, and he's gonna. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Down a bunch of mines. Third lizard. Oh, I macroed that really poorly. What the fuck? I could have killed the pig there. Oh, so this is a like I lose this match. I also lose other ones, but there's reinforcing my point that like lizards are they're cheese units because you're relying on luck. When you actually go up against someone who knows what they're doing, like it's gonna fold a lot of the time. And like keep in mind that I'm not familiar with the nuances of lizards at all. Like I didn't really try a whole lot of advanced things. Like I was just running around lizards. Because like more so than any other unit, lizards are just gonna auto win you games because you get lucky in the beginning. And then you're set for the rest of the match. You don't fuck up. So at this point, I don't decide to attack since I figure he has mines over here. It's just like, why bother? There's the eco advantage. Going mole, skrill. I'm getting too greedy. I wanted to put defenses up in the middle at some point, but I just waited too long and now he has just a bunch of units. Warrens are too far forward, so those are not useful. Lizards can't defend easily, so yeah, we're getting more. This is another deck, which is where you actually run a like real deck instead of fortifications. Let's speed this up. This is my third game with lizards. Doing 7 farm lizard again. That's not going here. I like to spread my warrens around in the beginning to try to like make the enemy question what I'm doing. It has varying success. He's fast expanding. He has a very tight defensive area plus high ground, so in a little bit of trouble. I should have went for the try to kill the rest of the pigs. I was trying to save them. I mean, I did save my army. Maybe I would have lost to the counterattack there if I lost the army. One thing I've been thinking about trying is where I put down some defenses so I can defend against counterattacks easier, but another push here. I'm not gonna play any more lizards in the immediate future since I only was doing it to make the video. No matter a garbage unit. Trying this again, which is again. I probably should have just suicided with those lizards right there. Stop rallying reinforcements like I was doing. Just leave the lizards there and try to get kills. But I died to the counterattack, so I guess I would die to the counterattack either way. Just toads OP. Not really, but they're good against lizards. Look at this game. The only good aspect about lizards is that they allow aggression in an otherwise very defensive game. So that's the only good thing I have to say about lizards. But again, it's still luck based. And rely on how well the enemy commander plays. In all matches I rely on how well the enemy commander plays, but like there's not a whole lot you can do as a lizard player to affect the outcome. Like it's the enemy player. Like you can just run around the map with lizards pretty much. And the enemy player actually reacts. Like if they react correctly, you fold. At least it depends on what kind of. If you're running a dedicated lizard deck. Yeah, okay, so that kind of fucked him up. I don't know why I put down a Mole Warren since now he doesn't have skills fast enough. Well, I guess he did have skills fast enough too. Then my commander dies, so I lose 3 more skills. I mean, 3 more lizards. That was very unfortunate. What was I just saying? Yeah, it's like it's completely dependent on how well the enemy commander plays. Determines how well successful lizards are, as opposed to lizard player being particularly good. Kill a lizard, kill a pig there. In this game, I was holding off on the A farm and just going for more warrens, but I wasn't working out that well. So, particularly since I bungled at the beginning so badly, I'm gonna go ahead and clear the cabin just to get it out of the way. Go for another approach here. Kill 2 pigs, which is really nice. Yeah, it's just like RNG on an enemy commander being there. And then there's also the fact, it's just like, also for some reason, skunks seem to do awful against lizards. Like just straight, like just Master 1 is better than skunks against lizards. But I don't know, fucking lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah, so it's like very boring to play against lizards. It's just reacting right. And like being on top of, it's just in reacting quick and reacting right. And it's just kind of boring until the lizard player fucks up. Then you just go and kill them. It's not really rewarding gameplay either. And then when I say lizard player fucks up, I mean they just don't succeed in harassing, pretty much. Of course, you kind of get the around this problem if you play like a more standard deck instead of like a very lizard focused deck like this. But even then, like a game of lizards and it like wizard, like it's just gonna give you so many auto wins because you just start lizards, see if you can pick up a farm or two in the beginning. If you do, then you win. You should keep up the pressure and don't make mistakes. That's some barbed wire, which wasn't really necessary. Keeping up the lizard count, which is very important. Putting down the badger. Like, I was feeling pretty confident since I knew I was getting my farms out first. I was already he might have a tier 3, but he was behind on farms, so I figured to get my timing on everything was just a little bit bad. Getting out my pigeons. There's a badger. Bad. You can't really kill the badger for now. He also got really greedy. interesting match. We're gonna go for these fast towers. We're not really interested. I was making this video to prove a point about lizards being garbage for gameplay. But yeah, if you want to run this style of deck, you can also use owls. I've seen that before. I mean, you can really run any tier 3. And lots of people like to do one base with lizard. You just use the lizard flanking pressure to keep the enemy in their base and you get tier 3. Like, you might have an inferior army. You just use the pressure from your mobility to keep the enemy in their base. Alpha attack doesn't work. Knocking the cabin out of the way so it doesn't interfere with reinforcements. Mass barbed fire. Now this actually, I think, decided the game. If he had put barbed wire here, like if I hadn't got all these farms, I think I would have lost actually. I mean, I kill the mill and get damage on the farm. Like, it's significant. The biggest thing is, I think it just slows down him getting his farms up, which is the biggest hit to his economy. He has to wait so much longer to get those farms in now. But not much of barbed wire. Yeah, I didn't really micro my lizards well at all in any of these games. That's kind of rallied up around the map. Just what you need to do. That's what, it's good enough. Get it that far up. So yeah, I just have a huge economic advantage. I'm really surprised he didn't try going boar, because spoiler, he goes owls. So I've like kind of never ran my units for barbed wire since I wasn't sure what the damage was like, so I decided to try it this time, and it obviously didn't work that well since I was just died. Okay, another push, doesn't work. Now he's spamming owls. I take a campfire and decide to actually use my defenses. You could also run artillery cannon. I mean defenses are situational. Use them on the map as you see fit. So here he actually sells off a bunch of units, which unfortunately I didn't scout, which was really unfortunate since I could have just ran in and killed him. He's also saving a starvation farm. Putting down the badger now. He already has 2 owls, which is... He's about to get his 3rd one, so it's like, oh fuck. Funnily enough, his own barbed wire is slowing him down a lot here. So I can actually deal with the mice really easily. Down more MGs. Now, I should have put the MG nest, like, right here. Because that would have killed a lot of free mice for me. Lose 2 pigs here. I did kill an owl though, which is nice. So this point I'm just, it was a slightly precarious. I mean, I have 4 more farms over here. But I mean, I'm taking losses of each push of his, and I don't really have the income to set up a wall, unfortunately. I have the pigeons, which is helping. I'm still losing some units. I'm just waiting for the badger to get up. Having a little bit of money, or a little bit of trouble finding the money for the badger. Yeah, so I'm holding on decently well there between the defenses and the pigeon healing. And barbed wire, which was probably a mistake. That's more of like a tempo thing to just take care of the mice in that particular attack. Otherwise, barbed wire can just die really easily, then it's lost in value. Let's lose energy now. So yeah, the pressure is really starting to increase here. But finally, the badger's almost about out. And he's going super heavy owl. There comes the badger. He gets the rev up on the mice, which is nice. Yeah, he's not microing the owl super well there. Picks off a bunch of pigeons, which is really not awesome, but no good. He surrenders. Game against Mocha. Yeah, Mocha slots it out. I really don't care. Yeah, I try to put my lizards in unusual spots. I mean, Mocha already knew what I was gonna do, I'm pretty sure. So I had to hold off on attacking since I know he already has warns. The cabin's in the way, which is really annoying. Okay, so here I see he's putting down the tier 2, so it's like, okay, this is actually an opportunity to attack. Put down 2 warrants. So I'm just looking to kill a tier 2 and hopefully get a tempo advantage. I mean, so here's the thing. I'm kind of surprised he thought this would work. He tries to counterattack, but he's going across water, and I have like 5 warrants. So, actually the water's probably to his advantage since I had to go across the water, but yeah, like I had enough reduction to make units fast enough. That's why I suicided. Yeah, they probably should have went after the lizards first. Again, this poor micro for me. Or I should have went after the squirrels first. But my guy's in the middle. Taking a mill, he's taking the cabin. Yeah, so he's okay. Well, 1, 2, 3. Like I just lose so many lizards for free there. So that's at the point where it's a large amount of units. Like a large amount of squirrels do better against a large amount of lizards, because lizards they have limited range, so they spend more time moving. Yeah, okay, game's over. Probably should have held my army a little bit more back. Unless I didn't have. Yeah. Well. First game. Honestly, not a super awesome game because there's cabins on the 2 primary routes in the main base. Like, they'd be hitting reinforcements. Ready cabin. I'm going around, trying to pick off. Well, here I pick off the Warren. Then to start a general engagement, which goes decently well. Pick off the pig too, which is really nice. This actually was game deciding. He loses the chameleon, which basically removes his ability to defend against my next attack. Like if he hadn't lost the chameleon, he could have destroyed this pretty easily, but instead he loses 3 pigs. Take a cabin. Fire in the middle doesn't go that well for me. Yeah, he's behind so much in economy, it really doesn't matter. Like another cabin. Here he's trying to go around, which is interesting. I mean, like I can kill his base units pretty easily. Try and take a second mill. Here I just end up killing his mill. He surrenders. Or no, he doesn't surrender, but his mill is still building, so he loses. Doing 5 farm to Horn, like Dino this time. Here he's building a farm on the corner, so I just rally the lizard across and. I mean, he still sells it, but they lost 11 food. Well, he lost 11 food, which isn't a big deal, but the thing is also delayed his farm getting up, which is nice. That's also economic damage. I'm just kind of relaxing since I know he has Warrens up, and any attack probably won't work. I'm just looking to get this mill and build fortifications in this area. Also clear this cabin. I'm not buying the mill before I buy the cabin, which was a mistake. I should have bought the cabin. Or campfire. Bunch of mines coming out. Putting down a sniper balloon. So the attack goes well for me, then I run across the mine, so. Putting down more tier 1s. Putting down a little bit of pressure. I only did that to make him move his army over here, so as you can see I immediately go this way. So these lizards rally really weird, and they run across a bunch of mines, so they actually end up all dying. Like my intention was to have a bunch of them live, instead a bunch of them died. I was like, well, I probably just lost. But barbed wire to the rescue. Like, a lot of skills end up getting really low health. A lot of them do. So I actually just barely managed to fight off the attack. Plus I am a warren up, so I have a little bit more protection. And I'm up on farms right now, which is really nice. Putting down more mines. Putting down more barbed wire. Yeah, now I can see, you can see he's grouping up for the attack, but like he killed me in the 2 previous games of Master 1. Plus I died to Remote Casino, so and this was, I became a lot more aware of the keeping up on the laser count. So that attack goes really well for me. It's open ground and I have more lizards, so I just kill all his pigs. He surrenders. This is a very interesting game. I was very surprised I lost. Again, doing 7 farm, Warren. Doesn't work out. Go ahead and clear the cabin and take it right away. It's getting skunks. A little bit of fighting going on. Go ahead and kill a bunch of units again. Roll pig. MG turret was like actually not useful. I don't know, that was stupid to put up. Again, like I was kind of trying to do a style of lose a lot of lizards to do damage and use defenses to help absorb the counterattack. So yeah, this horn is actually bad because that's a really bad rally point. Or rally from here that goes around and dies. We're both getting farm up. Go for an attack. Killing the farms again. Kill a bunch of lizards. Then I decided to go in, which was ill-advised. I should have saved my army. Now, see, now I'm trying to go defensive. Barbed wire also trying to, okay, like, he gets this really big tempo advantage with his army count. And like, if I hadn't lost the rest of my army trying to push in more, like, I could have held on, but I actually just ended up dying here. Like, fuck. Kind of annoying since I had so much of an economic advantage, but that's how it is. It be how it be. I go for the counterattack since if I don't do anything I lose because of inferior economy. Okay, yeah, I just surrendered. Okay, summary. Lizards are bad because they're a very simplistic unit. You just run around the map, which is obviously simplification, generalization, but it's basically the core gameplay, and you rely on enemy commander not knowing how to react or not reacting quick enough. Because if you do, you're fucked. Or you run lizards in a standard deck, then you just get free wins every X amount of games because of luck. That is the end of this video.